Hannah Ellis is one of the biggest rising singer and songwriters in country music. Her new single, Someone Else's Heartbreak, out February 10th. Thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
I heard you say the Hannah Montana movie was one of your big inspirations on how you got to be in this career. Tell me a little bit about that moment. And have you ever met Miley Cyrus?
You know, that is so funny. I have not met her yet. I'm sure we will at some point. But yeah, I took my little sister to go and see the Hannah Montana movie when I was like a senior in high school. And I just had this like thing, this like wave of emotion the entire movie. And I was just like, why not me? Why could I not do this? And I like go home and I'm crying and I'm talking to my mom and I'm like, I think I'm supposed to be a singer. And she's like, okay, let's call your dad. So I call dad and I tell him, and he's like, I'll come over in the morning. And if this is real, then we'll go from there, And so we did. And so we chatted about it the next day. And they were like, well, we are down to support you in whatever your dreams are. But I had a full ride scholarship to the University of Kentucky. And so they were like, we would like you to still go to school, even though, yes, go do music, but still go to school.
But think about it too, is
That's
that
what
not
we
only
did.
did you have this career, but you're also heading off to London in a couple of weeks to perform at this huge festival. I mean, how crazy is it that from that moment to what you've become right now?
Isn't that just crazy how life just twists and turns? And yeah, I mean, I cannot wait to go. It'll be my first time playing music overseas.
That is amazing. Well, have the best time there. Let's also talk a little bit about Martina McBride, singing her music and being able to go on tour with her.
Yes. Martina is what I grew up listening to. And the first song I ever sang in a singing contest was A Broken Wing. And so when I found out that I was going to be going on tour with her, oh my gosh, I was over the moon. My mom was like, I have to go. I have to go with you. And she did, and she got to meet her, and we got to sit on her bus and chat, and it was the sweetest thing.
Let's talk about the new single, Someone Else's Heartbreak, the little bit of the inspiration about that song, especially coming out right before Valentine's Day. A lot of people can relate, and it's going to be on a lot of people's playlists.
That's right. I know. I kind of want to know what playlist it lands on for these heartbroken people at Valentine's Day. But yeah, it's a song that's really special to me because my little sister had called me while I was walking into a co-write to tell me that her boyfriend of 2 years had broken up with her. And in that moment, I walked in and I really wanted to write a song that was kind of like, you were better off anyways. But, it's like, that's not exactly what you need in those moments. And so instead we just put ourselves in her shoes and wrote it from that perspective.
What did she say with the first time that she was able to hear it?
Oh gosh, she couldn't hardly hear it the first time. It was just too raw and too real to her life. And then, now, this was a couple of years ago actually. And so she's actually engaged to someone else now and very happy and loves the song.
A different perspective. That was a moment in time for her, and a
That's
big
right.
moment in time for you as well too. And congratulations to your sister.
Yeah.
Something that I wanted to chat about. You posted a video recently, and I don't know if it caused any controversy, but it definitely like made me go, "What?" When you said you weren't a fan of mac and cheese, did
I
you
knew that's what you were gonna say.
did you get people DMing you recipes or like you got to try this place? I mean, I can only assume.
People were like, "You're weird. We thought you were normal, but you're weird." So
I
funny.
assume that's one of those dishes that people are so passionate about that they're like, you may not
Oh
have
yeah,
liked it, but let me send you this recipe or let me send you this, and then maybe you might change your mind. But you haven't changed your
that's
mind,
right.
right?
The only one that I do like is there is a Chrissy Teigen mac and cheese, but it's like fancy cheeses and it's got like breadcrumbs and it's baked. So it's not like traditional, but like that one is pretty good.
Music and food are the two big things that I look for on Instagram and online. Tell me a little bit about
They're the most
incorporating that into
fun.
your social media and throwing dinner parties and things like that.
Yes, I just have such a blast hosting people, and I love to cook just regular dinner at home with my husband and I. But getting to involve my friends into that is so much fun, and getting to like serve them and throw parties with them is really a blast.
Do you conversations? Do you put music on in the background? Are you going to put on maybe your new single so that if your friends and family can?
I'm throwing a Valentine's Day party. I might have to force feed them the new single. Kind of sounds like a good idea, doesn't it?
What are you going to be serving?
Ooh, so the theme is you're a heartbreaker. So it's like all the girls are the heartbreakers this time. And pizza, because that's like the best heartbroken food, right? So we're doing pizza and like just lots of chocolate, a chocolate board, a cheese board, just all the feel good foods.
Awesome. And and since we are coming up to Galentine's, talk to a little bit about what that means to have that support and that friendship. Especially, there's so many events going on, but you want to be there for each other. And what does that mean, for
Yeah.
you and for your fans?
It's just the sweetest thing to be able to have that support from the other women in the industry and the women that are just in my personal life, and to know that they have my back, and to have a day like Galentine's to just celebrate that and celebrate those relationships is really awesome.
We have a festival here in Chicagoland called Windy City Smokeout. A lot of
Oh,
performers, a lot of barbecue.
yes, I actually played it back in 2018 or 19. I was like early in the day, but I'm hoping to come back. I love that.
But definitely got to have you back. It'd be wonderful to have you back in our city. Someone else's
Absolutely.
Heartbreak out February 10th. Country Can, you can go ahead and stream that right now. A wonderful Galentine's Day party with your friends.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hannah.
Bye.
Bye bye.